Are there any challenges that you see with our continued reliance or adoption of AI in the insurance industry in the future?
I think there are few challenges that we need to be aware of or keep thinking about while while evolving, in the AI space. I think number one is compliance, right? Do we truly always understand and know what AI is really doing, right? Because that's why we always insist on some human touch in the process. I always give this example to our executives about AI and IT, right? Because there are a lot of ideas of letting AI do the coding, okay? And I always reply, but I don't know, and if the AI writes 1,000 lines of code, right, in my application, who knows what it wrote and what it will do? Will it do this price or that price or this color or that color? Will it be biased? Will it not be biased? If you truly don't know, like how can you rely? It's the same in pricing, it's the same in quoting, it's the same in underwriting, right? So it's that's the risk. And I think we might get into the space where people will start over relying on AI. And right now, if people are kind of double checking and looking, but there could be a time, I don't know, 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now, people will just blindly rely on some of the tools. And that could be a challenge. I think that could be a challenge, right? And then the line becomes very blurred, where is human, where is machine. There was just to finish the challenge part for my side, there was this famous case. I read this article, I think in the Wall Street Journal. It was a client, airline client, on the LATAM, right? So LATAM airline got hit by the steward, right, by the flight attendant, by accident, like with a car, going through the, hallway, and then got hit. And so the client, the airline passenger, sues the airline, takes a lawyer, and the lawyer used AI to come up with the entire lawsuit. Okay, and the AI quoted several other cases, right? And it was all made up. The judge and the opponent defendants, the airline lawyers could not find those cases, but everything looked super, super real. What turned out, the lawyer just asked ChatGPT, he was lazy, didn't have time. In a minor case, and they were in front of the judge in the courtroom in New York, and it was all fabricated, right? So that came out. It's a real case, happened last year in New York. Okay, so that could be a challenge.
Huge challenge, yeah, and I would agree. In line with that, is my fear is the human element goes away totally because we rely on the tools and who's there to double check that. I mean, once as you know, a policy gets entered as a specific class code, does it go 3, 4, 5 years before it's even caught that it's the wrong class code for whatever reason, because we just assume that it's captured that way and it's double checked it somewhere in the background and it's accurate. So losing all of that human touch is a concern or an obstacle, I think, for AI going forward. Concerns me there.
People are looking for a human element. I think in the small commercial, maybe less so in personal lines, but I think in a commercial insurance space, people and clients are still looking for that human element in discussion because it's a very complex environment.
It's also a relationship business, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. So much of the value proposition that you all extend to your retailers, Jeff, specifically our workers' comp division at GenCap, is you have the best relationships in the industry with your carriers, AmTrust, of course, being one of them. And that's years and years and years and years that have been built to cultivate those relationships and build that trust. And when you call and ask for something, you get a very different answer than the competitor, down the street. And you can't phone that in to an algorithm. That's just that's straight up trusted relationship that just drives different results.
Yeah, we hope that continues, obviously, and that's again a challenge within the AI and the development of some of this stuff that maybe anybody can do it, and And we like to think we're ahead of it and getting involved in it, but still keeping that human touch in there.